there guys, welcome back to another awesome video, and we have another top 10 video. And for today's top 10 video, before we get into everything, thanks to you, all of you, honest to God, thanks to all of you that went and smashed and demolished that like button on that top 10 Hazbin Hotel characters, because if it weren't for all those likes, I think we're almost at 30 likes. I mean, you could still go like the video. If you want to go check it out, like it, share it. Comment. If you already commented on it, go comment it again. But anyways, the point is that if it weren't for that video and how many likes that got, we wouldn't be here. So thanks to all of you, we have the top 10 Helluva boss characters. So since we talked about the Hazbin Hotel characters, we're going to talk about Vivian Madreno's other prodigal child, that is Helluva boss. So we will be talking about my favorite characters, and there will be some spoilers talking about seasons 1 and 2 a little bit here and there. So fair warning to all of you. And without further ado, let's jump right into this. At number 10, I feel like my number 10 is going to feel very angel dusted. And if you guys know, you know. But at number 10 is Millie. I think what's really interesting with Millie is that she isn't just the wife character, that she cares about her husband. She supports her husband. She supports Moxxie. And that is fine and dandy. That's great. That's awesome. That's fantastic. But I think what people really like about her is how she's very a badass. She can be independent. She can be sassy. But there's also this idea that she has her own needs, and she just wants Mox to support her so she can support him. And it's a very healthy relationship they have together that is both through communication and through mutual understanding. And that is very relatable. At number 9 is Paimon. Literally the most powerful demon, if not one of the most, if not a very recognizable name for sure, is out there in existence. And just the fact that this version of the character is voiced by freaking Jonathan Freeman, Jafar himself. That alone just deserves a spot on this list. And at number 8, Octavia. She really could have been a very annoying character by being the stereotypical emo, depressed, angsty teenager. She just wants a normal life. She doesn't live a normal life, and she just wants a normal family. She just wants a good childhood. She wants happiness. She wants relatable things that a teenager would want in this phase, or just in general and growing up to be an adult. And unfortunately, she doesn't have that normal life that she wants because she's a Goetia. But still, it would be nice if she got something, she just didn't have her parents just bickering and just at each other's throats and at each other's guts. I think that'd mean the world to her. And number 7 is Beelzebub. For a demon of gluttony, she really cares for her people and really cares about anyone that comes to her party. We only see her in this one episode, and she left a huge impact by just having so much compassion, so much sympathy. Hey, you guys can have fun, but don't get too high. Don't get too drunk. Don't be trying to kill yourselves. She represents gluttony, but she at least gives a shit. I think it's still surprising and impressive to me that she is voiced by Kesha. So I tip my crown to you, Kesha. And number 6 is Moxxie. I know he gets played for laughs, he's the punchline, but I think sometimes we need to slow down. I think we forget how much just trauma that he has. He has insecurities about his relationship with his boss, Blitz, and he has such a shit father. He had such a rough childhood to the point where he witnessed his own mother's death. He even committed his own mother's death, and not by choice, and had to grow up real quick. He didn't have a really great childhood and didn't get to experience childhood-like stuff. There's just layers to this character. It's so done phenomenally by Richard Horvitz. I mean, the guy is Invader Zim. Alright, we're nearing down my final 5 my list, and I feel like some people are not gonna like this, but at number 5 is Blitzo himself.
The O is silent now, bitch!
To be fair, to defend my list, he at least is one of the top 5 characters. He's at least one of the top 5, because of course he would be, since he is the main character. He does deserve appreciation, and I will say this. Just because he's number 5 doesn't mean I hate him, or I dislike his character, or he's my least favorite. Honestly, even though when it comes to my top 10 list, my number 1 picks, no matter who the character is or what the thing is, film, show, movie, character, whatever it is, may be, is number 1, 2 through 10 are still well-deserved and well-appreciated and well-respected. And I think that's something that Blitz himself seeks, is a bit of appreciation. Sure, he acts like he doesn't care, he doesn't give a shit, and he keeps his emotions to himself and everything, but I think in all reality, there's a lot more deeper to him, and he just doesn't want to feel alone. And number 4 is Asmodeus, for the demon of lust, the man that represents the embodiment of lust and sex. He really has a lot of compassion and really has a lot of empathy. And I think that's really what's awesome about him, because it's don't judge a book by its cover. Plus, James Englehart Monroe is so great and so entertaining as the character. And number 3 is Fizzarolli. Of course, I had to have Fizzarolli for how entertaining he is and how funny he is, but also how wacky he can be. And that's done and performed very well by Alex Brightman, of course, not to disclude that. I think what's great with Fizzarolli, which I will also add to Ozzy himself, concern he shows for Fizz, for his little froggy, how much they love each other and how much they show compassion. And I think what is excellently executed with this character is he's a jester. He represents the comedy and the tragedy, and how tragedy and trauma can be funny, and that even comedy can be the most traumatic thing. And number 2 is Loona. Let's all agree, Loona can be very adorable, very angsty, but I think that gives her an edge, and it gives her a bit of an attitude, rebellious attitude to her. But I think just like with Blitz, she doesn't show much of her emotion or how she expresses herself, but she is willing to express herself in various ways and show that she does care for others. Especially, I love the dynamic she shows towards Octavia. And I'm gonna put this out here real quick. Part of me wants to ship the two, but I really see Loona as a big sister for Octavia. Either one would be fine, however the show goes, but I really see Loona as such a good big sister for Octavia, and I think that's what really brings it all home for me and why I love Loona so much, is just those two interacting. Before I unveil one number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Stryker. He's a badass. He's got his own theme song, and I know he's not voiced by him throughout the entire series, but he at least was voiced at one point by Norman Reedus, and that's pretty fucking badass. Mammon. I just love the design of him. So energetic, so full of fun, so lively, and just kind of entertaining. And he's an ass, but he's kind of a likable ass. Vassago. We haven't seen a lot of this character. We haven't seen much of him yet. But him being a parrot and him being voiced by Perito from Puss in Boots 2 just makes me like the character, and I can't wait to see where this character goes and what Vassago is going to be about. And now, my number one pick of my top 10 Hello Boss characters is, drumroll please, Stolas. I really do have a soft spot for father figures in this universe, and Vivian Madreno seems to really know how to write father characters. There's something about Stolas that makes him imperfect, yet at the same time, he's perfect. And I think that all narrows down to just him trying, and I feel like that is the most perfect thing a father could do, is even when you're not perfect, he's trying his hardest to just give Octavia a normal life and make her happy, or at least have something of a simple life, or something worth living for. Yes, there is the problem that Stella, his love of his life, hates his balls, but he loves his daughter so much. And we all want him to also have love as well. Yes, he's sophisticated. Yes, he's powerful. Yes, he is an overlord. But he's an overlord that has feelings too. And I really do hope whatever happens going forward with season 2, whether it be that him and Blitz are back together, or especially with what happened in the last episode, or maybe he finds somebody else. Whatever happens and is to happen going forward, Stolas deserves some love. He just deserves happiness in his life. And those are my favorite Helluva Boss characters. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your favorites? And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It also videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every week. Share the video with any friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave some suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll look into it as best as possible. We're going to have a few movie reviews coming out next, and a few other things to look out for as well. So stay tuned. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.